My name is Monak and this is Kalpit Veerwal. I think he doesn't need any introduction, but still, he's the person who scored 360 out of 360 in JEE Mains. And he's an IIT Bombay graduate, and he also has his startup which just crossed $1 million in revenue.
Perfect.
Yeah. So today he's joining us, and we're going to talk about the future of AI and how AI is going to affect jobs, as well as how content economy is boosted in India. Like, this is a market which can reach $1 billion in the future. So Kalpit, what do you think in the future, in the next 5-10 years, how AI is going to affect the education sector?
Yeah, that's actually a very good question because I think in the next 5 or 6 years, it might happen or it might not happen that AI will fundamentally change the way we work and the way we think about money and jobs and business. Okay, because a lot of tasks will now be automated. A lot of things which were very laborious and very mechanical, they can be automated by AI, right? Which was not done in the past because a lot of jobs are basically things like Excel entries and stuff like that, very basic stuff, which will all be done by AI. Okay, and the only jobs which will be left are the jobs of an entrepreneur, an investor, an engineer, and a creator. Okay, or maybe an entertainer kind of a thing, because that's something which a lot of people connect to. So based on these things, I think education, like a lot of education today, is centered around things which are very basic and which might not even exist in the future in terms of jobs. So maybe we'll see a change in that. Maybe the entire curriculum and the way we enroll people in university, and maybe the entire concept of a university might change.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, maybe it will be something else. I'm not saying it will be gone. It will just take up a new format. Like for example, in the past, we used to have gurukuls and vocational training and and now we have things like colleges and schools. Okay, and even they have evolved a lot in the past few decades. So I think in the future, the format of schooling, the format of college might change, and maybe we will have a lot of automated or AI generated education as well. Because if you remember, when I was a kid, we used to have something called a smart class. Okay, so what's stopping someone from creating the same smart class but with AI content? You remember there used to be a narrator, which was basically a robot. So what's stopping someone from making a smart class with an AI robot? Like, you do nothing and children won't be able to even differentiate it's not a real teacher. So things are still unclear. A lot of this is conjecture, but we'll see what happens in the future.
So we have seen that in the past 20 years, India has been an IT hub. Right? Companies in the US, they outsource their tasks to India. What do you think about India becoming an AI hub also? We have seen huge companies like ChatGPT and Microsoft, they're all based in the USA. What do you think, can India have this ecosystem where people are excited about AI? Because I think we have the resources, we have the talent, but the direction is missing.
I think it's not just about the direction. It's also got to do about the talent and the resources, and I'll tell you why. So the US has basically a lot of talent depth, and it has a lot of depth in their pockets as well. So the same guy who is going to make a like an AI engineer, very promising one, they can offer him millions and millions of dollars, which Indian companies probably can't. Okay, so that's one reason why people move there. They have better talent pool and all is well, and it will be a bit hard to match right now. I'm not saying in the future we can, but right now it's a bit hard for Indian companies to compete with someone like a Microsoft. Okay, but what can be done? What can be done is that we can have our own subset of things, subset or India specific products and services which can be built by Indian companies. Just like Indian IT companies, they serve US companies and a lot of Indian stuff as well. So we can maybe add some kind of a service layer in between. Okay, and slowly that can pave a road for product companies as well. And if you look at it, there are many companies in India which are doing very good stuff in AI as well. So I think India has a bright future in AI, and it's on our shoulders as students, entrepreneurs, and investors to invest in the India AI growth story.
Now, for the last question, what about content economy? We've seen that in the recent years, India is a huge market for content creators, and companies are also allocating their resources to people who make content and give their affiliates and everything. So what are your thoughts on that? How can one leverage this?
Yeah, I think creator economy is one of the three big movements right now. I think the three big movements right now are AI, crypto, and content and the creator economy. And I'll tell you why. So, entertainment and information, these are two very, very big categories for consumers across the world. Okay, entertainment is a very big industry, and information in which education also comes under information. This entire ecosystem, it's a very large part of the economy, and till now it was institutionalized and gatekept. Okay, for entertainment you had to be in Bollywood, let's say, or you had to be a Bollywood singer, or you had to be, I don't know, a cricket player in the Indian team, something like that, or you had to be a school, or you had to be a college. Okay, so things were very gatekept. But now anyone can, go on YouTube and make some, some videos or something like that. Anyone can upload their sports videos. Anyone can, do their own business, start their own education programs on YouTube. Anyone can be an entertainment, they can dance, they can sing, and they can go viral, and they can have their own audience, and they can have their own, brand deals, and some influencers are legit becoming celebrities right now. So I think it's a very healthy movement, because anything which gives power to the consumer, it's always going to win. Okay, because gatekeeping never works in the long term. So because of this, the unbundling of information, which includes everything, podcasting, education, it's with any kind of information flow. The unbundling of that and the unbundling of entertainment, I think these two are always going to win, and the creator economy is essentially enabling that. So the money is trickling down from, earlier it was used to be just with one big elite Bollywood, or something like that. Now it's coming in the hands of normal people as well, and you will see this becoming a legitimate career choice. Like it has become now. People are full-time creators, and they are earning more than their corporate counterparts, right? So I think this is going to grow a lot, and I think everyone is a creator in some way or the other. Some of you are creating code, some of you are creating Excel spreadsheets, some of you are creating videos or whatever. So everyone is a creator. So if you are creating things for a company, why not? Might as well do it for the public as well.
Yeah. So if there was only one thing that you could tell someone who has just completed 12th and they could not do well in J mains or J ones, and they are kind of sad that now they will not get their preferred institution, what is one piece of advice that you would like to give to our audience?
I would like to say that let the past be past. First of all, I see a lot of people who are too obsessed with the fact that they couldn't make it. I think that's dumb. Like if you made it, great, that's good. But if you didn't, I think it's a signal that you should look into something else. Maybe studying is not working out for you, so maybe you would try some other career choice. You should have a college education, but you could try to do better in your college. You could try becoming a creator. You can try starting your own company, or you can learn some skills on your own, something like that. So I would say ki in the long term, the person who works the hardest is the most skilled and is the most talented wins. So try to work on these three axes, that you learn things, you work hard, and you keep doing one thing really well for a long period of time. If you do these three things, you are bound to win. And it's just a temporary failure to, or I wouldn't even call it a failure, to be honest. It's just one door that has closed, but there are infinite number of doors that are still open. So maybe find the door that suits your size and fill it.
Yeah. So thank you so much for taking this session today. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
I really hope that our audience, they learn something, find something meaningful from this conversation, and then they apply it to their own lives. And so yeah, that's all. We're gonna wrap it up now.
Sure.
So yeah, see you next time.